ride with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the hill. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, touchdown, I put on a show.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Matt Bosher is set to kick off Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is DJ Reed returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 16 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. Well, that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up. To the 15.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Miles Sanders.
The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's going to be caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Le'Veon Bell.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On first down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll run the screen with Carson. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Kaepernick. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Damon Harrison able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Eagles. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Complete.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
And I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this to Ward.
Greg Ward, Jr.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw again. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 39 yards there, a big one. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To number 14.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Down back at the 21-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Carson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on him. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
21, Eagles nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That's complete to Ward. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete to Greg Ward Jr. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Kaepernick again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Le'Veon Bell on the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Miles Sanders.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Another run with Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders.
Sanders again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw, Kaepernick. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Wiggles free. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Play recovered by Seattle.
Here's Wilson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Wilson flushed out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Wilson's pass.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
By Shaquem Griffin.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick going to throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 40.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Complete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
19-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Bell, the ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jaron Reed. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2-yard line.
He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Wilson.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again here. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
The ball carrier.
Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For an Eagles.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Darrell Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
We've been around this league for a while.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Wilson with the
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Seahawks, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4.